Welcome to Prevent. Today we have Symone of AxD Brand. Symone, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm a Baltimore City native. Graduated City College, Baltimore City College. Go Knights.
For sure.
And I decided to go to college in New York City.
Okay.
And I studied marketing at LAM College. And then from there, I've always had a passion and some type of role in entertainment and marketing, PR, anything doing with projects and artists in that realm. So I decided to start AxD Brand, which is my baby, very close to home with me. So I officially launched after some rebranding, because as a perfectionist, we all do it.
Absolutely.
But I officially launched in 2015 with my first event, and I've been rolling ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what got you to start this brand?
So like I said, I've always had some type of role in entertainment and in the arts realm. And I used to walk on sets, walk into meetings, walk into conferences, reply to emails, and I always felt like something was missing. I would dissect the set I was on, what about this experience can make it extremely, great or better for the consumer.
Okay.
And with my knowledge from my background, I always figured out what it could be.
Okay.
So I decided, I can make these events better. I can make these something as simple as administrative. People don't understand, like, it's all customer service.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to shoot an email or think you know there's something, but yeah, I can always up the notch.
That is phenomenal. I know it's very, very challenging, so I'm glad you've been able to see that problem and create a solution for it. So what is unique about your brand compared to other companies that are out there? What makes you stand out a little differently?
Yeah, I definitely know that there are some other people who are in the same field. I am not afraid to be the boots on the ground. So I've been on the breakdown side. I've been on the setup side. So funny to see me pitch intense. Like, I'm not always just made up.
Right.
Sometimes you're on site in sweatpants just to get the job done. And then you go ahead in the back and you make yourself presentable to be the host or to run a day of show. But I am definitely a boots on the ground girl.
That's awesome. So what kind of things are you working on now for your brand?
Right now we are doing planning for the influential panel, which is myself and a few different entrepreneurs, all in different fields in entertainment and arts. And that's coming up in February. So I'm working on that, getting the promo done. It's so funny. I do all my own graphics.
Really?
A hidden talent. I am not a graphic artist, but I do know how to work Photoshop. So I do all my own graphics. I do scouting all of my event locations, and I hire my photographers and everything. So I'm very, very involved in the process. So once I make all the connections, then I hand it over to like my assistant or my team, and they kind of do the logistics and the timeline with my supervision, because I have so many different projects to work on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what other hidden skills that we do not know about you? What other hidden talents do you have?
Hidden talent. I actually started in entertainment as a backup dancer.
Really?
So if you play some hip hop, I can bust a move.
Okay. I like that. That's nice. So you're well-rounded, dancing, choreography, creative process, and building out the brand, project plan. So all well-rounded.
All of it.
So how are you able to manage this, and kind of keep a balanced lifestyle?
I live with a planner.
Oh, okay.
I'm a planner girl, and I have 2 phones, an iPad, and a Mac that I usually have everything with me, but I found Passion Planner last year, and it changed my life.
Wow.
I write things down because I forget it.
Right. Of course, you're very, very busy.
Yeah, if you don't write it down, you forget it. But yeah, I'm definitely a planner. I use my phones, the calendars as well, but I write everything down.
Okay. So when you were starting this out, was there any challenges that you ran into? Because I know it's for entrepreneurs, you can get to a point where things are very, very tough. Were there any challenges you ran into that, and how did you overcome them?
I'm a natural, perfectionist.
Okay.
So I realized that every project, every event, anything that I was striving for perfection. I naturally failed because you'll never reach perfection.
Right.
So what I started to do was strive for excellence. And the difference for me is perfection is something internal. You know, it's how you judge yourself.
Okay.
Excellence is how other people judge you. So if I perform well, I get great feedback.
Right.
That's always excellent to me.
Awesome.
No matter what, things are going to go wrong.
Absolutely.
You have to be fluid. You have to know how to, move, and you got to put more energy into something else. But working towards excellence has definitely helped me.
That is awesome. That is awesome feedback. So, so overcoming your struggles, what's one of your greatest feats, your successes?
Being confident. It's hard as a business owner, being confident in your own ability.
Okay.
Everyone else can see it. Everyone else can see the great feats that you've accomplished and overcame. But to really see it yourself when you look in the mirror, it takes a while.
Right.
It takes a while to speak with authority, to demand, what your quality is and what your worth is. So that's something that, and it's a daily struggle because I'm not perfect.
Nobody is.
We are emotional creatures,
right.
So it's something that I acknowledge that I need to build on, and I've definitely taken those strides too. Now, when I say I'm 100% confident, I don't think anyone's ever going to reach that, but I am preparing myself to be. Yeah.
Of course. So, with learning about your confidence and what helped you, is there any advice would you provide to young women trying to get into the field that you're doing, or just trying to be aspiring entrepreneurs as yourself?
Definitely consistency.
Okay.
We start, we stop. It's an idea, it sounds great on paper, but when you have to actually put the work in, that's the true factor on determining if you're going to make it or not. You're not going to be overnight success. Consistency. If there's a message or something you need to put out there in the world for people to judge you off of, because we all hate being judged, you have to do it. You have to leap out on faith, do it, and consistently put that same message out until your market, your audience hears you and identifies that you are offering something that they need.
I see. Exchange of value back and forth. I definitely see that. Where can we see, where do you see AxD Brand in the next 5 to 10 years?
I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna be boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Okay.
5 years. I mean, it takes about 5 years to break even.
Right.
So, I think about numbers often. So I'll say 5 years. I'll still be boots on the ground. I'll still be handling a lot of the customer service part of it, engaging with a lot of people, making those first connections before my team can take over. 10 years, hopefully, I'll be around to a point where my mother can retire.
Awesome.
She's my #1 supporter, so everything I do moving forward is for her. She worked very, very hard, I'm not gonna say my age, something years of my life. And everything I do is definitely for her.
So is there any other inspirations outside of family that has allowed you to continue to go and strive and push when you reach those tough points in life?
I have an amazing group of friends. Definitely, they are my core. We all go through the same struggles. We're all in different fields. So it's so funny. All different fields, but we all go through the exact same struggles, which is it's eye-opening to see. And we push each other. We all get stumped. We have brainstorming sessions.
Of course.
So they are definitely, we are each other's inspiration.
I see. And that's really good. You need that support. Everybody needs that support. So is there any feedback from your friends or family or your customers that you've worked with that has helped propel your business even better? Because what we like to do here, we like to see how does feedback help improve your business. So how has that feedback helped you?
Yes, when I first started, I think I was offering every talent I have under the sun to potential clients. I was doing some type of graphics. I might have been doing choreography. I was, recruiting dancers for artists. I was doing X, Y, and Z. So definitely people looking at me and saying, look, you all over the place.
Right.
We don't know what message your company is. We don't know who you are and what you're really good at, because you're offering resume building. Like, it was all over the place.
You're just doing everything.
It was everything
Right.
because a skill I can learn it and I can
Right.
offer everything. So I had to really hone in to what I wanted to offer, to be clear about it, so that my messaging could be clear. So
Okay.
that's something that friends, family, customers, they're like, you're good at it, but is this what you want to offer? Is this
Right.
what you want your business to be about?
Of course, I see. So what are at AxD Brand, what is your core capabilities that you provide your clients?
So I do brand strategies for developing organizations, either nonprofits or any size enterprise, and then I also do project management for events, special events.
Okay.
So I'm not doing the birthday parties, I'm not doing the wedding ceremonies because I don't do weddings,
Right.
but I'm doing a large scale thing. So if you need a conference, if you need some people like fireworks for their leisure.
Yeah.
So things of that stature.
That's interesting. So do you plan on expanding your services, or are you planning on focusing on this niche that you created for yourself?
Right now, the niche works for me. I'm still growing in the niche. There's always room for improvement.
Right.
Eventually, I will go outside of this niche. I want to be able to offer a lot more skills, but then also I need more people.
Right.
I need more brain power.
Got you. So how big is your team now?
We have 5.
5. Okay. So you started this and you brought on more people into your team now.
Yes.
Okay. So you're doing this full time? Is this a part-time company that you're doing now?
So AxD Brand, I do it part-time.
Okay.
Skill set full-time, but part-time with my brand.
Okay. So when you say skill sets, can you elaborate on skill sets?
So, again, with the branding and the project management, so I'm also the special events coordinator for Baltimore City.
Okay. Wow.
I do branding and events all day, every day.
Okay.
So it's definitely something that I'm very passionate about and I really, really enjoy doing.
Okay.
Because you can't pitch a 30 by 40 tent
Right.
at 5 o'clock in the morning unless it's something you really want to do. So there's always a lot going on.
Okay.
It's always entertaining, it's funny, and you meet a lot of different people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So where are you at now with your capabilities? Do you see yourself picking up new challenges with your brand?
Definitely, everything's a challenge. But yes, I think that's the only way that you are able to grow. That's the only way you're able to learn. I can't constantly do the same thing over and over again. It's not. It has to be a challenge. I have to grow from it. I have to learn from it so that I am improved, so that my brands improve, so that our clientele, as we improve, we reach a different type of clientele.
I see.
Yeah.
So with these challenges and building a team, how can your company help small, medium businesses? How can your company help those businesses that are trying to grow and expand? Because some businesses are always looking for some way to grow their business and they don't know how. So how can your company help them?
The number one thing I found with emerging companies is that they just simply do not know how to sit down and outline their goals.
Okay.
So that's one thing I really hone in. I come in, we outline your goals, realistic, unrealistic. If you want to take over the world, I write that down because everybody wants to take over the world. But that's definitely something. I write down your goals, and then I break down each goal into measurable results, measurable steps. Because when you look at the big picture, sometimes it's intimidating. You need someone to come in from the outside, look at what you have, break it down, and then say, look, every day, even if for 5 minutes, do something for your company. Do something working on your brand. And that motivates them. And then I have some companies where I actually come in and I am hands-on.
Okay.
Do it for you services, whether it's coming in doing marketing plans, doing business strategies, the whole 9. So
okay. So what kind of clients have you worked with now that you've kind of helped out and grew their business?
So I've worked with right now my favorite has been nonprofits.
Okay.
And that also stems from I coordinate a grant for small nonprofit organizations to do special events between April and December. So I distribute the funds and I handle the whole application process, and it's something about the hunger they have and that they want to give back to the community.
Okay.
So I've never really figured out how I can do the same thing, or like, what's your niche? And you want to be authentic when you give back to the community. I'm not going to hand out turkeys on Thanksgiving. Number one, I don't have the income to do it, to hand out a few turkeys. But you always want to think about, how can I give back to the city, especially Baltimore City, the city that birthed me, and gave me all of this energy to do what it is that I do.
Absolutely.
So me helping the nonprofits and knowing overall that they have a mission of helping Baltimore City in some type of capacity, really is just great for me.
Okay.
I really enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So with your brand so far, how has your brand impacted the community that you serve?
So besides just working with the nonprofits, I do volunteer events. Sarah's Hope.
I've heard of it.
Is the organization, and it's without giving too much away, but they are for women and children who find themselves homeless, and they live in different shelters, and just volunteering with the women, hearing their story, and sitting down with the kids, because they're young, they're elementary, sometimes middle, and help them with their homework. Something as simple as, I know math, I know elementary math,
of course.
or doing certain activities, or just speaking to these kids, because you'll be surprised at how much they've gone through at 10, 6, and 8, more than the average adult.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is awesome. So, where can people find you online? Can you let everybody know where they can find you?
Yes, you can find me at www.axdbrand.com, or I'm also on Instagram at Symone, Symone AxD.
Awesome. So if you're looking to grow your business, you need some project planning, networking, any kind of events, Symone is your go-to person. So definitely check out AxD Brand. Check out our social media platforms. Reach out to her. Definitely, if you really, really want to grow your business, she's the person to reach out to. So Symone, thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Until next time on Revent.